Road Dogg is expected to check into rehab this week and will probably be out until WrestleMania. I don't remember when he returned. Was he at WrestleMania?
Yeah, but that also now explains my question about this pay-per-view we're about to do.
Yeah, they excuse it as he's injured, but in all honesty, and, good for him, man. I mean, Road Dogg is a legitimate tough guy. He's a former Marine. He's, he was in Desert Storm, and I guess he himself came up to management, said, "Hey, I have a problem. I need to go to rehab," and they sent him. They didn't force him into it. So good on him. And he's currently employed with the rest of the clique in the in the back, and isn't he working on SmackDown?
I think so, but he's done some NXT commercials too, so I don't know.
Yeah. So I mean, he's doing great, and from what if you hear interviews about him from like people wrestling now, they say they love dealing with him in the back, and he's a very smart guy. He is the son of Bullet Bob, so.
The hell does that mean?
I don't know. Bullet Bob was a good booker for years, from what I heard back in the territory days. So maybe his dad passed on a little knowledge to him. If you laid out at the beginning of their careers all the Armstrong boys, I never would have picked out, Brian as like, you know what? He's going to do huge things. The rest of them, nothing.
I probably would have said Brad.
Yeah, everybody said Brad was amazing in the very and great personality behind the camera. On camera, he was nothing, which is probably why he had 1,000,001 different gimmicks in WCW.
Remember Buzzkill? I don't know.
Yeah. It's me, it's that B-U-double-Z. I wonder what that was a parody of.
There's no parody at all. They came up with that themselves, dude.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. And the whole tune of his theme song, that was all original. I still don't understand with the gimmick and clearly what they were trying to do. Why did he come to the ring dressed like a hippie?
Buzzkill, that's what they say when like someone's bringing down their high or whatever.
Yeah,
be a buzzkill.
But if the whole gimmick was a parody of Road Dogg, basically, the hell?
Yeah.
And this was obviously way beforehand. It was his legitimate initials, but
I clearly don't have an answer, so.
I did think it was funny that, his brother would team up with badass Billy Gunn, who wore BA on everything, and then, him back in the day on his trunks had BA on it. It's just little ironic things that match up. But speaking of Road Dogg, he had a scare last week at a house show. The top rope was loose, and it resulted in him taking an unplanned bump over the top, and he landed on his head. His right arm went totally numb. He got back in the ring, but the Undertaker immediately pinned him, and then the show was held up for 15 minutes while they put him in a cervical collar and took him out on a stretcher. Luckily, it was just a stinger, and he was released later that night. Man, bad times for Road Dogg, man.
Yeah, right?
It's you talk about when it rains, it pours. But, he pulled out of it. By the time he went to TNA, he was completely clean and sober and healthy and doing well.